What's good, y'all? It's your boy Bobbynocap. And I got an important news to tell y'all. Battleground games are slowly dying right now. I really hate to say this because after all, this is a very good type of game that has brought me to Roblox as I am now. But what make Battleground games so boring at the moment? So in this video, we're going to find out the answer for that question. But before we start the video, I just want you all to know that the opinions in this video of mine come from my personal experiences. So if your thoughts align with mine or differ, please comment below to let me know.
Yes, sir.
Without further ado, let's get into the video. In the past November, a new contender joined the Battlegrounds fray. And that is none other than Fiction Battlegrounds. And if I were to give an overall evaluation of this game, then they absolutely nailed everything they did. VFX, SFX, animation. Everything is in good quality. But good ain't enough. I mean, there's so many games out there with quality on par with, or even better than, this Fiction Battleground game. But it's still not enough to carve out its own niche in the market. With the Battlegrounds game craze that brought to the community by the strongest Battlegrounds, there are more and more people out there joining this Battleground trend. The formula for this type of game is quite simple. First, choose an anime that is popular or one that you like. For example, about a year ago, it's Jujutsu Kaisen. Or, like now, Dan. When you're done with picking the game's theme, then the next step is to add the compulsory mechanic to it, like smooth M1, down slam, uppercut, combo extend, cutscene. And after that, you'll add unique features that set it apart from other games, but in reality are still similar or have nothing special, such as wall variant, destruction map, fusion. Or you can just straight up copy from other games and make a few tweaks so it doesn't look like you copied someone else's homework. I'm not pointing the gun to Fiction Battlegrounds. Or am I? Take a look on these games. These three games literally have no different from each other. The only things that set them apart are the characters, and the rest basically the same shit. You can say that Battlegrounds games these days take no innovation at all. The only things they are focusing on right now are pick a hot trend character, put it in the game, add a bit of cutscene that looks good at least, and hope that people gonna love this game. Don't get me wrong, these Battleground games are good quality, but will that be enough for a game to success? For clarity, here's an example for y'all. Realm Rampage has all the elements to become a great game that could rival the likes of the strongest Battlegrounds or Jujutsu Shenanigans. But that was only during its initial release, after which people stopped talking about it. Not because it's bad. Technically, this game is much better compared to the average standard of other Battlegrounds games, and eventually, what's bound to happen, happened. The dev got discouraged because the game they put their heart into didn't achieve what they wanted. So, he decided to pull the plug. And in the end, the game officially died. Now, let's take a look at the top games in this genre. Let's start with the strongest Battlegrounds. As you can see, the progenitor of the Battleground trend, the strongest Battlegrounds, has 0 updates in the past 3 months. The beach is still there even though it's fucking Christmas season already. The new character is still rotting in bed waiting to be completed. And what people hate the most about this game right now is not the fact that KJ is still not free, but it's actually this fucking crab. Hit that like if y'all feel the same frustration as I do. This is definitely the first domino piece that set in motion the dead state of the Battlegrounds genre. At this point, fans of the game have started to think that it's slowly dying, and have begun searching for other games to play. Not because the game has truly died, though. The dev team and the owner of the game constantly reassure the community that it's worth the wait by releasing some sneak peeks related to updates and promising that this will be the biggest update in the history of the strongest Battleground. People just leaving the game because they are too tired of waiting for the update for ages already. I know there have been issues with leakers leaking important information, but is it really fair for the dev to punish us by withholding updates? I mean, Santino delays it. So he add more stuffs like new skills and official trailer, so the first impression will still be outstanding. But by delaying for the so-called surprise factor, the game has become bland with zero content for the past 3 months. And you can't expect people to wait that long with only promises for the good stuffs to come. That's why the game sees such a decline in the player count. And even Santino sees the problem. That's why recently he mentioned in the sneak peek Chanel that after this update, the game will return to the usual bi-weekly update. And once again, asking the fan base to wait and hope. Even though he asks people to wait so many times already, we are dying for the result. And he better be quick about it, because the player count is decreasing days by days. Now, let's talk about Jujutsu Shenanigans case over the past period. Aside from Mojito being officially made free for everyone to play, there's quite a lot of stuff Z added into the game, like the winter map, a new game mode, and one new early access character. Those are the few highlight of this game in recent times. Cause Z too busy adding random shit in the game for reasons that no one knows, like the Sanaraga, or whatever this shit is. And even though Jujutsu Shenanigans got quite a few updates in the past months, the update quality isn't very consistent, and updates aren't even that frequent. But hell, consistency is what you can never expect from Z and Jujutsu Shenanigans ever. He's just built different, and Jujutsu Shenanigans is the prime example. That innovation is one of, if not, the most important factor that lead to a success of a Battleground game. Besides, he's quite a busy dude himself. Apart from that wanky mod he made for Yakuza, let me tell you one little secret. Santino is gathering top-tier devs from various games, including Z, to work with him in completing the massive update for the strongest Battlegrounds. I don't remember exactly where I read it, but do keep it a secret, will ya? Now it's time for the GOAT of Battleground game. During this downturn of the Battleground games market, this is the only game that is still actively thriving. Let's see. Since the strongest Battlegrounds stop at the summer update, this game has already finished Bakugo. Do a little quality of life change for Dobby. Completed the Green Hero V2. 2 moveset. And have a real successful Halloween event. This game took full advantage of the time when TSB had no updates, and other games were busy struggling with their own development. The game successfully won the community's heart thanks to its quality updates and the efforts the dev team has put into it. But it doesn't stop there. In the most recent update, they have finished the early access character Symbol of Fear. And not just simply finishing it, but they added a freaking banger of a cutscene skill into the game. And it is also the first cutscene skill to have quick-time event abilities in all Battleground games, I believe, and each time we hit that button, it will then switch to different variants of this move. The cutscenes in this game are already top tier compared to all the other games out there, if I'm being honest. But this one is definitely the best cutscene the game has ever offered, no cap. The dev cooks so fucking hard for this. And in this new update, we also have a new early access character available. I must say, Heroes Battlegrounds is one of the few games that has been extremely active during this downtime in the Battleground genre. While other games are lacking regular and quality updates, Heroes Battleground is showing everyone why it truly deserves its position as the GOAT of this genre. Yeah, I'm totally glazing for this game. And just recently, Heroes Battlegrounds announced that they will be hosting an event soon. It's called the Tournament of Heroes. This is an event created to introduce new game modes that will be added during the event period, and the game mode will be implemented into the game right after that. This event brings together many popular Battleground YouTubers, so it's definitely going to be a big one. Damn, I hope I'll be featured in the trailer in the future. So boys, hit the subscribe button to make my dream come true. Now to the conclusion. Strongest Battlegrounds is the pioneer of all the modern Battleground genres we have today. Therefore, the prolonged delay of the game over the past 3 months has led to the decline of this game genre. But that's not the sole reason why this genre has fallen off. New games are still being researched and made continuously. But most of them are just games with no innovation at all, featuring the same mechanics with only different characters. And this stagnant state going to remain for quite a while, I'm afraid. But that's a sign for those dev out there to really lock in. For making a good game is not gonna cut it. You need to keep up with the constant updates and make the game unique so it will stand out in these overwhelming number of Battleground games. Or else it will just fade away like some random nameless game that no one cares about. But that should be the end of the video. And let me clarify this one more time. These are all just my personal opinion on the state of the Battleground genre nowadays. If you have any things to add in, feel free to comment down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video.